Well, we got a problem. We got a major problem, boys. Or I have a major problem. So the Mother Busa decided to basically blow up on me today. I was out riding, running some errands, and I was on I-10, just riding normally, nothing out of the ordinary. And I did a couple spirited runs here and there whenever I had a decent gap in traffic. I'd get on it a little bit, but nothing crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, I wasn't like redlining the shit out of it or anything, but all of a sudden it felt like it felt like the clutch was slipping. That's what I thought it was. The clutch was slipping. And so shortly after that, so I kind of backed off the power and just started going the speed limit, 60, 70 miles an hour. And then all of a sudden I felt these like this vibration in the handlebars, and the bike was kind of like it wanted to stall, or it wanted to hold on. That's the joy of living next to a fire department. So anyway, the bike felt like it wanted to kind of shut off, I guess. I don't know. It was really weird. And then all of a sudden I saw a huge plume of white smoke just bellowing out of both of the exhaust pipes. So I said, oh shit, that's not good. So I immediately got over to the farthest right lane. I turned the bike off, pulled the clutch in, and I basically coasted to a safe spot on the highway where I could get onto the feeder road and kind of push the bike into a little parking lot. And I noticed that it was dumping oil everywhere. I mean, it's pretty much all leaked out now, but there was a huge puddle of oil that was underneath the bike, and you could see like a trail of oil trailing behind me. The bike still turns on. I'm not gonna crank it, obviously, but let's see. It's got 38,000 miles. Yeah. Hold on, let me grab a light. I don't know how well you can see in there, but there's oil all in there. The headers are covered in oil. Focus, damn it. Yeah, the headers are covered. Rear tire, like I said, it's covered in oil. There's nothing Nothing on the sight glass. So, yeah. That's what happened. Something happened for sure. My intuition tells me it's a catastrophic failure. You know, I have a suspicion that when I pull these fairings off, I'm going to see a hole in the engine somewhere. I hope that's not the case, but yeah, you know how life is. You hope for the best, but you expect the worst. So I'm going to basically start by doing everyone's favorite job, which is removing all these fairings so I can get a better look at everything. I've got it up on this table, my little homemade motorcycle stand, and yeah, we'll get all this body work off and see what we can see. I planned on going to the range today. I was working on this rifle here. I'm gonna be doing some carving to it, but this is a stock for an old Western Field 308 bolt action rifle, and I planned on taking it out to the range to go shoot it, but the Busa's got other plans for me. So yeah, son of a bitch. And we're back. All right, so this is the next day. I pulled all the fairings off last night, and then I went to sleep. Bad news. The Busa is officially DED, dead. And basically what happened is she threw a rod and broke the engine. I'm gonna show you that here in a minute. If you don't know what a rod is, I got this little illustration for you. It's a connecting rod that basically connects the piston. Sorry for the noise. It connects the piston to the crank, and basically the rod broke here. Either these bolts sheared off or broke off or whatever. Something happened, and this top round part basically swung that way and blew a hole through the engine. That's what's called throwing a rod. So if you've never seen that, I'm about to show you. I'll get you set up. So there's the engine, here's the bottom. Let me get you straightened out. And there we go. So here's the hole, and there is the rod, the connecting rod. So that basically went like that. Oh, the other half of it is broke off. So it broke off right here too. So yeah, that's basically, hold on, sorry. So that's basically what happened. And that is catastrophic engine damage. see where the casing is broke right here. It's broken up here. Here's the pieces. Damn it. The bolt. You can see that bolt is, let me try to focus. That bolt is bent. And that bolt originally went through here and into this hole here. So this piece let's see. So this piece went in like that. Huh. Don't need that, I guess. This is your oil pan. And that rod just threw itself right through the engine and broke this. So yeah, this piece too. I'm sad, guys. I am sad. This is devastating. I love this bike, and you know, I even had to call my dad yesterday and talk to him about it. I told him I felt like my dog just died. My heart is broken. This sucks, man. Now, when I bought this bike, it had 20,000 miles on it. And I did all the normal things you would do with a used bike. I flushed the cooling system, I changed the oil, spark plugs, pulled off the throttle bodies, cleaned all those. You know, new air filter, all that. But what I did not do was actually flush the, so here's your radiator, and then you got an oil cooler down here. I did not flush the oil cooler. I didn't take off any of these lines here and clean those out. I didn't take any of this stuff off and clean it out like I should have. And worst of all, I never dropped the oil pan to check that out and clean that. You know, because it's got like a tube inside with a little mesh screen filter that can get clogged up. And I never dropped that pan to look in there and check that stuff out. So I'm thinking that this happened probably because of oil starvation or something. I don't know. And I will say that we take care of our vehicles. We generally don't dog the shit out of them, you know. I mean, this bike rarely gets over 8,000 RPM. You can see red line is at 11. I mean, it rarely, most of the time when you're cruising on the highway, it's between 4 and 5. I rarely even get it above 7 or 8,000. And yesterday when this happened, it was on the highway, and I was getting into her a little bit, but nothing out of the ordinary. And you know, we just generally try to take care of our vehicles. I don't rev the engine when it's cold. You know, I let it warm up first, and this bike rarely ever sees red line. So I don't know. So this is a 2003 Hayabusa. This is a 2002 Yamaha FZ1. It's been through 3 wrecks. Well, sorry, it's been through basically 1 wreck where I got hit by a truck, and then 2 low sides, I believe. And I can't give an accurate mileage on the bike because the gauge cluster has been replaced, but conservatively I could estimate that this bike has a good 60,000, maybe close to 70,000 miles on it, and it still has the original clutch. The clutch pack has never been changed, and it works just fine. So I'm just saying that just to illustrate that we generally don't dog on our vehicles, and that's the same situation with this. So yeah, it sucks, man. This really hurts, but I'm okay. I didn't wreck. It was spraying oil all over the place. The back tire was completely covered in oil, and it could have been a lot worse. So luckily I'm okay, and the bike's not, but it can be fixed. Now, I'm not an expert. I'm not an engine expert. I am mechanically inclined, but I'm not an expert on engines. But I'm pretty sure that. So you've got your cylinder. You got your cylinder head up here, where your cylinders are, and then you've got your bottom end, where the transmission and the clutch and all that. And I'm pretty sure that those 2 pieces are they're like mated together. They have to go together, so you can't just slap another bottom end on from a different engine. It has to be like the full assembly, as far as I know. So if I were to fix this, that would mean that I would have to get a whole new engine, which would mean buying a used engine. And who knows what condition that one would be in. But yeah, let me get you right on in there. Oh. There it is. Trying to get a better angle. Yeah. Alright, so that's where I'm gonna leave this video. I guess my next move is gonna be removing the radiator, the oil cooler, taking all this stuff off the front so we can get a better look at the front of the engine. Yeah, man, this sucks. So anyway, I'll catch you guys once I take all that stuff off. I'll make another video so we can get a better look at everything. I guess I'll have to take off the headers too, the exhaust system. But anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Be safe, and see you later.